So there I was, in a ditch, having nearly been clobbered by a King Kong-sized pickup truck. Not only was my life flashing before my eyes, but a lot of stuff was starting to make sense. Becoming crystal clear was something my dad said to me a few days prior. I'm Edward Wimmer, co-owner of Road ID, and this is our story. You see, in 1999, I was a college senior and had started training for my first marathon. I was 21 years old, adventurous, and in great shape. Basically, I thought I was indestructible. So when my dad expressed concern for my safety and suggested that I carry some form of ID while training, I told him he worried too much, and I promptly dismissed his concern. Right up until the moment I was standing in that ditch. From that ditch, I came to the very scary realization that I had nearly been hit by a truck going 50 miles an hour. I envisioned myself lying unconscious in the local hospital. Without ID, the hospital wouldn't even know my name. They would have no idea who to call or how to access medical records. I could literally be fighting for my life, and the people that I would want by my side more than anything wouldn't even know I was hurt, all because I didn't have any form of ID on me. A few months after completing the marathon, my father and I launched Road ID from his leaky basement in northern Kentucky. His concern for me and the reality of that ditch gave birth to an idea, and that idea quickly turned into a mission of saving lives. Nearly every day at Road ID, we receive a success story from everyday folks just like you. The stories range in scope. On the less serious end are accounts from people who have minor mishaps, but are in a lot of pain when the first responders show up. Instead of having to answer a bunch of questions, they simply show their Road ID to the first responders, and it does all the talking for them. On the other side of the scale are stories like Steve from Portland, who has no memory of his bike accident. His first memory after the accident was staring at the ceiling of an ambulance. But by the time he arrived at the hospital, his family was waiting for him, only because he was wearing his Road ID. You can find more great stories like these on the Testimonials tab of our website. Our dream is to see the day when wearing ID is as common among athletes as wearing a seatbelt or strapping on a bike helmet. And with your help, we'll see that dream become reality. Road ID, it's who I am. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.